Hey everyone, Mark and Joey here with a special show on Friday night. And why are we doing it on Friday night? Well, guess what? We're up at 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow to watch the British Open. What a phenomenal 2 days. If you went back to our show a couple of days ago, we talked about the weather, and the weather really hasn't been a factor after all these forecasts. However, the weekend, again, is talking about bad weather, so it's going to be very interesting. Joey, you've done fantastic considering your picks and the weather.
Yeah.
Good picking there. I've
Thank
done
you.
okay. I still think I have the winner, but you run down your guys.
Yeah, so, and actually, by the way, the only reason why you might have the winner is if you went Brooks Koepka, but
Hey,
I have Tommy
well, pick
Fleetwood.
the winner, that's
So
all.
listen to this lineup, guys. This is a stellar lineup I picked this week. I have Tommy Fleetwood tied 3rd, Spieth tied 8th, Hatton tied 18th, Cantlay tied 32nd, and even Oosthuizen is tied 48th. And at the British Open, all those guys are still in play to win the tournament, especially Fleetwood, who's actually only 1 back, even though you're tied 3rd, because 2 guys tied at the top. Spieth only 3 back. Even Oosthuizen all the way down even. He's 8 back. Depending on the weather, could easily be in play because he'll be off early morning versus the leaders who'll be out later, possibly with wind and rain. So I'm real happy with my lineup. I don't need to make any adjustments. I got some real quality picks here. Tyrrell Hatton tied 18th. I'm stoked about him. So happy he's there.
He had one bad hole today.
Yeah. Otherwise, he's right there, right? I mean, he's already -3 and with 1 bad hole, so he can make a run come the weekend time too. So I'm real happy with my picks, and I'm gonna stick with them. To be honest, I don't need to change anything.
You don't need to change anything. I don't need to change anything because I have the winner. But I also have a sentimental winner. So just recap my guys.
So,
not that one's a missed the cut. Thank you.
You have DJ who missed the cut.
God, unbelievable guy.
Jez Reavie who missed the cut.
That was a really long shot.
Justin Thomas tied 32nd. Matt Kuchar tied 12th, and Brooks tied 8th. So you don't really have much.
And those spots are within 3 shots of the lead. So
only Brooks though. Only
I'm
Brooks
still,
is within 3 of the lead, and he isn't looking at himself. We'll see.
So still Brooks is going to come through. This is setting up perfectly for him. The guy has that steely eye consistency in the majors. Putter's not working perfectly yet, but we're going to see that change. I still believe that Brooks is going to be the winner, so I'm not going off of my picks. Kuchar's an outside guy again. When the weather gets bad, the guy's consistent, and we could still see Kuch come up for a big win. However, my story of the week, and I so much want this to happen, going to throw all the positive feelings behind Lee Westwood, the best golfer to never win a major. Maybe Colin Montgomery might have been better back in the day because he won the money title European Tour for like 9 straight years and could never win on the PGA. But what's happening currently, Lee Westwood for sure.
Well,
and a guy, and sorry to interrupt, but a guy that everybody would be happy to see win. Everybody.
Lee Westwood's a good story. Shane Lowry's a good story. I'd rather have Westwood over Lowry, but I know the locals would rather have Shane Lowry over Lee Westwood, as he is an Irishman, which would be epic for the first time this major has been hosted in Ireland since like 1951, I want to go with. So this would be a big deal for the hometown, for the crowd. If Shane Lowry actually went on the win, it would be bigger than Westwood for them locally. Now, for golf, Lee Westwood would be more historic. It would kind of be, a final
actually for
swan
golf,
song of Lee Westwood's career because he's really fun off the map recently.
But for golf, we've talked about this all season long. Spieth, Koepka are the only 2 that matter. The other one was Rory. We're going to do a separate show on Rory. Those are the only 2 guys who matter to the game of golf. We got to get someone.
Well, it's still true, and
they took 5 majors and
still be Spieth. Spieth with his close.
He's the youngest. He would be 4, the youngest by far. So those are the guys that should win to help the game of golf longer term. But for sentimental value, I'd love to see Westwood. I've never heard a bad thing said about this guy. He's just super guy and just has never been able to do it on the big stage.
It'd be great. For the game of golf, though, you're really talking Spieth and Koepka.
Yeah.
For storage, you're talking Lowry or Westwood. Westwood would connect with a lot more Americans, maybe a lot more regular golfers. But I definitely know locally they'd go absolutely nuts if Shane Lowry could be near the lead or win the tournament on Sunday. But regardless, as we finally got a leaderboard we've been waiting for.
Close and top guys.
In the majors now. Someone can still spread themselves out on Saturday. But the great thing about the Open Championship is weather can determine all this and can keep it close and always give you a chance.
And there's some surprise golfers in that pack too, which could come out and win their first major. But it looks like
not a ton. I think there's too much.
Just a couple guys in there.
Yeah, there's too much talent around those guys. You see those guys win their first major with typically only like 2 of the top guys kind of near the lead or 1 top guy near the lead, then they pop out and beat that guy and win. But there's too much top talent near this leaderboard, and even Shane Lowry, by the way, wouldn't be one of those surprise guys. He is a top talent. He's won a World Golf Championship. I would not be shocked. He had a 36-hole lead at the U.S. Open that DJ won. Actually had 4 shots going in that Sunday. So he wouldn't be the guys you're talking about. The guys you're talking about like Justin Harding, Dylan Fratelli, those types of guys. But I think there's too much talent on this board to overcome all of them. So we'll see what happens come the weekend time. But we just hope it's a close finish on Sunday.
And we're not going to give you all the credit. As we mentioned in our golf show, my mother actually picked the guy who might win this whole tournament, right? So out of the blue, you and I are sitting there, and she's all of a sudden telling you, this guy, I think he'll win. And we're like, what are you talking about?
It was so funny because she goes, who's this Hatton guy? I think she's talking. I thought she was talking about Hadwin because we're Canadian. I'm like, oh, you mean Hadwin? She goes, no, Hatton. I think he's from like Europe. I really like him. I think he might win. I'm like, oh my god. So I picked him,
and there he is.
We'll see what happens there.
We might have to give up the show.
Yeah. I just wish we put some money on it. We didn't. No, we think my guys are obviously real solid. You have Brooks, really, that's it. Although Thomas, I guess, and Kuchar can make a run. Yeah. There's not a lot in their games, I would say. It's going to be tough to jump past this leaderboard.
Set up for Brooks. The guys at the top are good, regular golfers. This is set up for Brooks to have 2 great days. I think we're going to see that. I'd
rather go with Spieth, who really is.
Me too. I agree.
Putting unbelievably. He's out-putted the entire field.
He hits the ball.
Which is easier to fix. Hitting the ball is easier to fix. He's like a one little tip from a good swing day.
Yeah.
If your putter's hot, it's easier to fix a few balls.
He's back to making stuff around 20 feet again. He's dangerous
and if the weather gets bad, like you said, that actually helps a guy who's not striking it well. Because the room for error is actually, believe it or not, it's bigger. But more importantly, no one's playing that good then from tee to green, so it comes down to the putter again. I'd rather go with Spieth, who's putting good. He's just a few, maybe a good range session tomorrow from striping it well and really taking control, I think, of this leaderboard. Arguably, though, you can't go wrong with Shane Lowry if you go based off stats. The only reason why I think he cooled off near the end was that front 9 was absolutely ridiculous. But Brooks is a putter away, but that's hard to find. Spieth's swing away from being really good. I'd rather take that. But really, I mean, there's so many guys. Like Fleetwood looks so good. Lowry looks so good. But where the advantage comes in is obviously Spieth and Brooks have won. Yeah. Lowry and Fleetwood have not won majors.
And not finished well.
Fleetwood didn't finish well with the players. Yeah. The one U.S. Open is really close. I shoot 62 on Sunday. Might even be better for him to fall back a touch tomorrow to give himself a little freedom to go low. Yeah. Shane Lowry only had one lead that was substantial. It was a 4-shot lead going to the U.S. Open. Lost that to DJ. I don't totally blame that on him. It's his first time, so we'll see if he can build of that experience. But
here's what
hopefully
matters.
Lots of fun.
Get to bed. It's early tomorrow morning to watch golf, guys. So which is fun to do because you can still go and do stuff afterwards.
Believe it or not, the leaders don't tee off till 10 a.m. our time.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So we're the dedicated golf fans. We get up and watch them all, right? Yeah. So maybe it's not that early for our leaders, which is good. We'll get to see them all play tomorrow. It should be an exciting day with everybody close. And we'll be back. Actually, we're going to do a Sunday show this time to wrap it up because it is the final major of the year. Enjoy the golf. It should be fantastic. The weather's speculated to be bad, but it was on Thursday, Friday too. Never happened. We'll see what happens. It is Ireland. You never know. Even during the round, it changes. Anyway, enjoy. We'll be back Sunday morning.